Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise. I'm dead! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Resist, Arisen. Do not falter. Defend the Arisen. Tis a ballista, Arisen. This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. Battle is best avoided here. Ice can be deadly. Trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Wish me to return? At once, Master. Feast your eyes on this. Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Now that is a surprise. The Arisen has been drenched. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow. Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist. I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work. Bones! Walking bones! Fire's fury shan't be apaid against this foe.
Scarce stand. A well-placed strike up to send in gazing strike.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall. You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker. A deep sense of kinship has formed here, methinks.
life.
And
Nicely done. I really did a feat of arms. We achieved remarkable synchronicity. Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective. Hark! The flapping of bats' wings. What are you doing? Do be mindful of your surroundings. I grant your weapon a magical boon. Whatever our discomfort. I am well aware of the particulars. Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound. Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise. We are fortunate indeed. This is a rare find. We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
very well. Back to your side I go.
Twill be safe in my possession till you decide to reclaim it. Where there's a way in, there's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us. Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit. Indeed, you are correct. That aside, oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet. Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value. Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day. This might be worth a read. Shall we take a closer look? we can return to this location whenever we've a ferry stone to hand. I cannot fathom your intent.
Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child, yet the reverse is far from true. I am a lost child, so bring to me my parent, that I might better learn. And you claim this to be the parent I seek. Indeed, you are correct. All is in the name. You have proven your wits, and so I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from yon chest at your leisure.
A result to be proud of.
Come to test your wits. Life is an enigma, a lender of mortal debt. Yet lighter pack makes fleet of foot, and challenge nimbly met. So grant to me what you most prize, and thence elude your ponderous demise. So, this is your prized possession? A most revealing choice. Do you consent to give it to me, knowing that it may never be returned? Well, well. Very good. That's the spirit. Such generosity deserves a reward, methinks. Why don't you take a peek in yon chest?
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of... I dare say I've accomplished a few...
I had a feeling our paths would... What marvelous ill fortune.
I'm glad to see you in such fine... Fettle.
Will you not miss my company once I am gone, Arisen?
I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again.
There is a whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Go on, have a look.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate the point.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent? And an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
This ox cart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. You seem in fine spirits?
Hold up.
I've got to focus.
Someone
I'm
cannot
just
help
only
but
just
be
begun.
wary after all I've seen.
Off we trot. If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or ne'er.
I'll not stand for this.
Out of the car.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Find myself hard pressed to respond. I've been on my feet today. Sleep. My legs are bad.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then the item you requested is... Here you are. Hope to see you again.
Finding a use for this promises to be good fun. My own master is rather fond of such playful deceptions.
Now that is a surprise.
Welcome. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation. When there are so many exciting methods of combat. How goes the collection? Made any progress? Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Lots to do now to knock the pressures off the top.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at... last. 'Twas a... Remarkable recovery, really. The man was...
Pleasure doing business. Interested in my wares?
When does my watch end?
How might I be of service?
We'll see who's got the right of it.
As soon as my shift's done,
Hubris is man's worst enemy. At least I have my life.
So, you seek to enter Batar? Go on through.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey?
Another day, another adventure.
Time to be heading home.
Not accustomed to seeing beastrons, I take it. Mind you don't get so fond of battle, it changes you.
Our fight is not yet done.
We fight. To arms.
It is easily done.
Fear not. I shall aid you directly.
I'll have you know.
Let me get that.
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing!
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
The enemy retreats. Want me to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I found some materials we could use to enhance our equipment. You...
One cannot be too careful.
Poison ought to be killed with all due haste.
felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it's...
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
'Tis easily done. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but
different masters favor different lords. One whom I serve prefer to have priests as their allies.
Each to their own.
if we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here. Shall we do as that personage suggested, and make for the Rock Mouse's burrow?
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. I'll be the fight for that in gold as well as
Focus your attacks. Focused attack will end this foe.
no quarrel.
Flawless execution.
Indeed, it was enough to make one pity our foe.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find it is overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Full glad I am to see the sky again.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
Indeed, you are correct.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet... I couldn't venture to say how many times we've camped here now, only that it has come to be rather familiar.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
We're off to the tavern then. The Rock Mouse's Burrow, was it? Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
One of us has been poisoned.
I am grateful to you.
Let our foes cower before lightnings crackle.
Appreciate it. Here, by way of thanks.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Methinks I know where that is. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
We have been given a destination. Shall we venture forth?
Here we are. Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers? Quickly now! Our master beckons!
Understood.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
in fine fettle today.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Go again.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve is part of one of its lots. I felt certain I would find you here.
Arisen? I should have expected. I know where we can find the necessary. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Come out and play. Don't drag it on,
We'll never get anywhere before we lose rest.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
Arisen, are you all right? Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
You'll not live to regret this.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Mayhap the force of this torrent could be employed for our own ends.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt it would catch our foe unawares.
Got ya!
So the fun begins again, eh, Arisen?
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
No quarrel here.
Heavens, no!
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Many thanks. I hope this serves to
Might I be of assistance?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
With a view like this, we might well espy locations we've yet to explore.
The scenery of Batal is wondrous to see.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're... Here to buy. Hope to see you again.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find...
I'll claw out his eyes.
Shall I assist?
Here I can let down my hair. Evidently, it is a contraption that allows for travel betwixt 2 points. That does sound convenient.
I believe we would be remiss not to make use of this.
Got to find out what this town needs, and sell it. Idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford. Must the wind blow my fur every which way?
worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest. Mayhap I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed. I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest. Every town's got its own hardships, would seem.
'Tis a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
Might as well head out. I'm in no rush. Might try my hand at some new trade. Mayhap I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed. Tis just another day, same as the one afore it.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
Makes a decent wing. I worked hard today. I think
What have I done to deserve this?
Might I be of assistance?
The field of battle is once against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
True enough. One of us has been drenched!
shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that. Thank you.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. That even Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, a simple plan I know, but 'tis the only one available. Also...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
How's the day treating you then?
So, Gwefentia is the Elvish word for scale cinder. I suppose we ought to pay a visit to a Batali blacksmith next. Very well. I'll guide you there. Correctly.
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Mind?
Here, if you please.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Well, so I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. A wise decision, sir. Here you are, dear.
Ah, yes. You're the one who aided us in storming the Coral Snake's hideout. I've been questioning Hugo, the bandit we took into custody, but he refuses to answer any of my questions. In fact, he's hardly said a word. The lad's been sent back to his cell for now, but perhaps I could trouble you. I seem to recall that he...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Looking for all different
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Batal's empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
'Tis a far cry from Vermund. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
Aye. What brings you to Brocken? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is full of it. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say? I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you, unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save this singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves.
So, the blacksmith ought grant us some Guifenture in exchange for Nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Derrin of this, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Look as long as you please.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My visions thinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If I can get my... They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. I must keep reading that.
I've heard Quince is a native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
I've heard quinces are native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Mark?
Say, have you seen any statues about? Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago. Here's the curious part, though. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
Looking for aught in particular?
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Boy, walking about with pawns in tow. You from Vermont? Bet you're... Well, got something you want to say? Save it. You're not welcome here, but I've got a heart of gold, mate. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into...
Prepare yourself.
Well now, quite, but I must say, these odds are wrong.
And who are you supposed to be?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. No. I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel? One...
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name, then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him? From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off? We'll see if you can escape me. Show him your metal!
Fill in the fight.
You are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you... I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
There can be no doubt that you are mighty, Arisen. Mayhap even mightier than my own master. One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnall. Who is he, really?
Well now, I'm not sure.
A customer then. That changes things. I think this.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen?
Go on, have a look.
Maybe I'll get it right here.
I know every face here.
I've got to focus.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try to take anything without paying for it first. Many thanks.
Look around if you rouse. But be sure to buy all.
Isn't there anything to do round here?
Just tell me what you need. And I'll see it done. You're welcome.
Looking for aught in particular? At least my back's not acting up today. A chance to put my feet up.
Well met. Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplication. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin may seek to strike again. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch my deepest thanks? Her Majesty will next. Empress Nadinia's life is in...
Can't bring myself to do much in this.
Go on, have a look.
What was I bound again? Drawing in a crack, he was in
A good sleep will ensue. Good morrow, everyone. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker. How might I serve you, Arisen?
A chance to put my feet up is as
Welcome.
as fine as
My knees have been...
Now, that's not half bad, I say.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
I'll take any chance not to think on my...
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
We shall remain here.
And who might... Sir Arisen, you've come, Sir Ermhild. 'Tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard. Oh, lambent flame. We... Seize the rogue the moment you aspire.
No more!
So that's our brigand, eh? Hold fast to your captive, Sir Arisen. No!
Your Majesty, we must staunch the bleeding and capture the fiend who did this.